All right. So in order to make Olivia a member, sorry, Claire, I beg your pardon, Claire a member, you need to go up to the cogwheel on the top right, please.
Yeah.
Claire, and click on that. Top right. Yeah. And go into administration. That's right. And now on the left-hand side, move up to users. Click on users. And now you're going to click on the plus sign to add somebody.
Yeah.
And go ahead and fill in the details. So her username will be something simple like Buck or sorry, Claire Palmer.
So where it defaults to our username, which is this odd number, we can change that, could we?
Yes, change that. Okay. You can't change the odd number. That's crucial, but you can change the username.
Okay, so if I just put Claire at then that name, yeah?
That will be fine. There's nothing wrong with those at all. Yep.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah, just that's it. Yeah.
So that's a natural question for me to ask, Claire. What does the community person do?
Okay, so I've joined in the capacity of facilities and
go down to data manager for that one, please.
Yeah.
Olivia. Yeah, that's perfect. Send her an email. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. And then Claire, you'll need to go into your email just to click on it and set up your own password.
Okay.
So am I an editor? What am I? Am I a data manager as well then?
Well, go and have a look. Who did you log in as?
I must be.
Did you log in as admin or did you log in as 45 UF?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to find out. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I tell you what, go back to the regular map. So if you click on the little globe sign at the top, the middle icon on the top right. Yep. So just pause a few seconds. And then down the bottom on the left, just to the right of the.
Oh yeah, here I am. Okay.
Okay, so that's who you are. So if you'd like to change that to something more amenable, like Olivia.
Yeah, that might be it better, mightn't it?
Okay, so then let's go back then to administration, Olivia. So click on the top right cog.
Yeah, right, administration.
Yeah. Go up to users, top left. Good.
So here.
Click on that one and then just go into, yep. So on the right, it's click on, oh yeah, you got it. So
there we are. Okay, so that'll be easier. So it won't let me.
Well, in that case, let's just create a new one for you.
Yeah, that might be on it. Okay.
Yes. So good. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Off you go. Just put in Olivia. That makes life much simpler, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Claire, the username, and then what's the rest at? And is it that one?
Make you become the admin, Olivia.
If I become right.
Yeah. So someone needs to be administrator. There you go. That's it. Just create it. Send yourself an email. Yep. And then both of you need to go into your email to read the email and set up your passwords.
Is it so? Am I Claire at 45? What is that?
Yes, Claire is Claire at. So if you just click on the set password link.
I've already done that. I've set it up.
Okay.
But what I'm just saying is my username. It's Claire at 45. Is it UF
006? Yeah.
Yes, I've set it up. I've done all the password.
Actually, yes, just choose whatever password you like.
Oh, it's never enough, is it?
If they match, then you can just click on save.
Anyway.
Right, so I was Olivia.
Okay, I'm in anyway.
Okay, good. So 45 UF 006. Perfect. This is good. We're making steady progress.
Yes, this is, yeah,
All
there
right.
we are. Right, we're both in. Thank you.
Okay,
Right.
so what you're seeing, the parish online always starts up in your local parish. So you're always front and center. And if you get lost or you don't know where you are or anything else, you can just click on the little home icon in the top left corner, the little house, and it'll always bring you back to here. So at least you've got a known starting point. Now, at the moment, your parish is highlighted and all the rest of them are dimmed. And the reason for that is that down the bottom, there's a green button that you can slide left or right. If you slide it to the left, you turn off the map masking. Just click on it and turn it and slide it left. Perhaps there you go.
Is there any reason, Graham, why the?
Well, your computer is a little slow. There you go. And now they're all the same brightness, which makes life.
Yeah, Graham, can I just ask? Is there any reason why my colour is not as defined as Olivia's?
That's the laptop, I think.
Okay.
The main
So
pixelation.
So,
yes, we can have a play with that.
Claire, what you can do is have Olivia release her screen and you go into it and you can show me, because I can't tell without looking at you.
Oh, don't worry. We think it's to do with this laptop's older, so that's probably
I think
why.
it's just the laptop rather than the, yeah.
Really? Okay. So let me just give you a very brief runaround and then we can go into what it is you'd like to do with this. So what you're seeing at the moment is the Ordnance Surveys map of the United Kingdom in the map on the right-hand side. And this is just like Google Maps. So you can go anywhere in the UK with this. And the way to get there is in the top right corner, there's that big bar saying type search address space. If you click on the little down arrow, so click on the down arrow to the right. Go on, be brave.
Yeah, I've done that.
Well, okay, there you go.
Right.
And if you select postcode.
Yeah.
So now just type in any address, any postcode you know. If you don't know one, I'll give you mine.
Oh, I know them. Yeah.
And now it's jumped. Okay, well, obviously it hasn't jumped very far because.
Yeah, I couldn't think.
But you could put in somewhere in Glasgow or Edinburgh or Cornwall, and it would jump there, and you'd have all the facilities. Okay. The blue lines represent the parish boundaries around you. And what I'm going to do now is to turn those off so you see how you can use layers. So if you go to the left-hand column, Olivia, and you can see there's a little scroll down bar there. Scroll down a bit. There you go. Whoa, that's stop there. Oh, stop. Go down a bit. No, stop. Stop scrolling. Can you please go back, scroll down a little bit, but not too much. Bit more. Okay, stop. Now move your cursor down to where it says boundaries administrative.
Oh, yeah.
And click on the arrow and scroll down a bit and you can see it says parish boundaries. So just click there, just click in that parish layer, anywhere in it. That turns off the layer.
Okay.
So the principle is any layer you want, you turn on or off just by toggling in the brown bar itself.
Okay.
Okay. So that's just to get you going around. We've turned off the parish boundaries. Now, you're probably used to zooming in and zooming out if you're playing with Google Maps at all, but you can either use, that button, or if you have a mouse with a wheel on it, you can just move the wheel.
Yeah, got
there
you.
Go. Okay. And the detail on the map changes the more you scroll in. So if you scroll out, you just see a few details, but you get all the towns. But if you scroll in like you are now, you can keep going in further if you like. You start seeing all the houses, you start seeing all the street names, and eventually you get every house has a number on it. So one of the most useful things in here is, again, we're going to move over to the left-hand column of layers. Click on the little up arrow on boundaries administrative. So you close that down. Right, scroll up a little bit.
Sorry, where do I close that? Sorry.
So you're going.
Close that. That's it.
So scroll up a little bit more, please, Olivia. And you go, whoa. And now you're going to click on the one that says addresses. Okay, see the one about 3 down from where you are. Yes, click on there. And then click on the layer called address-based plus points. And what that does is turn on the red dots or the blue dots. And if you click on any one dot, choose any one you like, just click on it.
Yeah, so I'm just making a note of this because.
Okay.
Well, do you have any notes that
do you know about the training sessions that we run?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You obviously sort of elected to, you didn't think that those were going to be appropriate, but I can send you presentations.
No, it's not that. No, it's not. I did one which was good with the West. I did one and it was great and I made some notes. But what I found hard is then when I've gone back to look at it, my own notes of, actually recalling how to do stuff. That was all.
Yes, no, that was a session run by Parish Online themselves.
Yeah.
Now, I work as an independent trainer with a company called Chagos Consulting, and we run all of our own notes. And I'm very happy to send you the presentations that we do that will show you everything you need to know to do various things.
Thank you. It's just, it's just when you know what it's like when you do it and then in a week's time, it's remembering.
Yep. So,
right, that's fine. I'm with you. So
right. Stop where you are at the moment. Now, the whole principle of digital mapping is what I call location-based data. So for every location, you can add data should you wish to. And in this case, every red or blue dot represents a data record. And to find out what the record says, you just click on the dot. So you can select any dot you like and just click on it once. And you see in the left-hand side, the data column changes to the data record, and you've got two houses close together there. It didn't know which one you wanted, so it's given you both. And what you can do is now click on either of those two addresses to the left.
Graham, sorry, I'm clicking on one of the dots and I'm not getting any address.
Right, so you're in your own system, Claire.
Yes.
Okay. So what you may need to do is scroll in a little bit to make the dots more individual. Can you zoom in?
I've just done that.
Right, and if you just click once, how fast is your laptop?
Not very fast.
Right, sometimes it's just a matter of waiting patiently, but it should be quick, but it may not be. But you're not getting anything at all.
No.
Can we just get Claire to unshare her, Olivia to unshare her screen so I can see yours, and then Claire, if you can then share yours.
How do I do it again?
Okay, so it's the
go up to the top. Go way up to the top.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
That's all right. And does it not show unshare?
Yeah,
there you go. Well done.
So
now, Claire, if you share yours,
right.
there's the green button down the bottom. Assuming you're in Windows.
Oh, that's really weird. How's it doing? So what's Right, I haven't even got a sharing function here. I'm just looking.
So do you know if you're using the Zoom app or are you using the Zoom via browser?
I think it's my browser because I just clicked on the link.
Right.
Does it let you
I think you should be able to just hold your mouse over the bottom of the screen and it should pop up with a little green button.
No, I'm just doing that now.
Okay. Well, the other alternative, have you been on Zoom meetings before? Do you think you have the Zoom app loaded on your machine?
Where does this keep going? This is anything else.
So it may be worth your while, Claire, just coming out of this meeting and coming back in again via the app rather than the browser.
Hold on, what do we put?
Here we are.
Yeah.
Okay,
you found it now.
Well done. Good.
Can you see it now?
I can.
Here we are.
Yes.
There we are.
Very good. All right. So.
Oh right. Okay. The actual photo.
Yeah. Let's move you over there.
Yeah.
There we are. Yeah. So that's Claire's screen now.
Right. So when you click on any of the red dots, it comes up on the left-hand side and says, do you want to look at parish information or do you want to look at address space plus information? You want the address space plus, so click on that.
Right.
There's the one you clicked on.
It's just started working. That's really bizarre.
Yeah. So you see that the one you clicked on has been circled with a blue circle.
Yes.
So that now you know that the record on the left refers to that one.
Okay.
And in this case, the information you're given has got two really important bits of information for you. The first of all is the postal address, which is really helpful. And the second is that UPRN, which is the unique property reference number. And that's how everybody in government or in real estate or in the property business refers to a building. So you've got the number that everyone else needs and so forth. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at is a layer of information that's provided by a third party. So you cannot make any changes to it, but you can read it. So all the information there is public information. There's nothing private about this, so you don't have to worry about data protection rules, because the people who put the information out have to abide by those rules. So what you're seeing is public information. You'll notice there's no indication of who lives in 49, nor what their phone number is or anything like that. All you've got. But you can really make use of this for things like doing COVID-19 help. So if you've got a bunch of people who need help and you've got a bunch of people offering help, then you can bring them up on the screen, put their addresses up and see who's close to each other. And the way you would get information out of the system, I'm just going to show you this in passing. If you go up to the 3 vertical dots on the left-hand side column,
yes,
click on them. Oops, no.
No, go back there.
Click on it again once more.
there, yes.
Yes, just click once. There you go. Now come down to the 3, there we go, the 3 dots. Click on data extract. And all right, and then you're going to say extract from, and it will click on you'll get a whole bunch of layers showing up. So just click on that once. There we go. And you're going to go down to address base. Do you get that? Type in ADD.
No data available.
Well, 2 Ds would help. Interesting. All right, I'll come back to that later then. But let me just tell you for the moment that you can get out into a spreadsheet all of the information sitting inside Parish Online. So if you need the address list of everyone in a 10-mile radius or something, you can do that.
Okay.
If you go to the
so Graham. So in theory, if we wanted every address in the parish, we could extract that from here.
Absolutely right, and that can be really useful. So I'm very happy to work on with that with you if you like.
Right. Okay. That's okay.
So if you want to do that now, because you can use that information, or at least you need to know how to do it.
Yeah.
Click on the X at the top right.
Should we go back to mine?
Yeah.
Can we go back to mine? Only because mine's a bit quicker.
Yes,
that would be
if
easier.
Claire unshares.
I'll just unshare. I won't be a second. That's it. Oh, that's it.
And then stop share. That's it.
Well done. And we'll go back to Olivia's. Okay, good.
Right. So.
Right. So yes, click on that and just come back to normal. There we go. Click on that and turn them all off. Excellent. Oh, well, turn them off for the moment.
Sorry, say again.
If you do a right click anywhere on that line, the address place task line, just right. So, no. Go back over to the left column. Click on the X. Go back to where you were. Go down to the address space column, and anywhere in that layer, just right click in the address space plus points. Right click.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Right. Now click on table view. You got an issue with that?
Yeah, sorry, I was just noting that down. Yeah.
Oh, you're writing it down. Okay. So now you've got every address in your parish. Okay. It looks like there's rather a lot of them. 36 million. You've got the entire country. So what you can do is limit them to just your parish.
Yeah.
If you like. And the way to do that is to turn the parish borders back on. So click on the X top right.
Yeah. So go back to administration. So go down a bit to keep going down.
Yes, boundaries, administrative. Whoops, you've gone a bit too far.
Yeah, sorry, boundaries
That's all right.
administrative.
Turn on parishes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And now go to table extract. So just yes, close that one down, shut up, click on the up arrow. Good, go back up. Yep, right click anywhere in there. Yep, table view. You've still got 36 million. Okay, so address space points in the column. Put, let's see, we can do. Looking to see if you've got a parish code. Come out of there. Can you type in parish? It doesn't let you type it in if you go to the top. Scroll up. No, just type in parish.
Just type in parish, yeah?
Yeah, no, it won't let you. Okay.
No.
Scroll down and see if there is a parish. I'm just looking. How interesting. Oh, town name. Whoa, that'll do, won't it?
Town name, yeah.
Yes. So, yep, contains or contains is fine.
Yeah.
Leave it on contains, and on the right, put East, your town name.
In value, yeah?
Yes, exactly. Yes. BroadbridgeHeath. And now it's shrunk to 224,000. That still seems like a lot of houses. Are you that large?
No. Only about 3.5, I would expect.
Yes. So that's, are they
So
all, are they all in our?
It's picking up Horsham as well.
Yes. So, oh, because look, they've got the word Broadbridge in Horsham is part of the address, but they're all saying BroadbridgeHeath. What happens if you just scroll down a long way? Just want to see, they've all got BroadbridgeHeath. Interesting. So it has filtered them. Every single one of those.
So for example, that one, Beers Way is definitely BroadbridgeHeath. But like, trying to think.
But they're all saying BroadbridgeHeath. It's fascinating.
Yeah, there's definitely not 22,000, is there?
Definitely not. No, I mean the district, well, it's gone up a lot more, but it used to be something.
I tell you what's very easy. It's very easy to do, Claire or Olivia. Let's just click on the green export button down the bottom right.
Yeah.
Just click on that, and then click on the export again, and it'll ask you just to download it.
So you're impacting what you're doing on my screen. That's fine.
Put it in a folder that you know about. Yes, your downloads is fine. So that's.
So would I open this file now? Yeah.
Sure. Yep. It should open up in Excel. Okay. So it's interesting to go down the town names and see if it's the same all the way through for all 224,000. But it looks like it is. Isn't that weird?
Yes. It's all BroadbridgeHeath, isn't it?
So how come you've got so many houses? Because they've all got different addresses. Oh,
that's
wait a minute.
right. That's interesting.
That's a different postcode.
That's 3,000, isn't it?
That's right. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
So it wasn't.
So it has done it. It just wasn't counting properly on the main screen.
Yeah.
So you've got your 3,000 addresses there.
So can I save that now then?
I would, yes, I would.
Yeah.
Exactly
So right.
that.
So save as.
And call it anything you like. Put it anywhere you like.
Oh, I see. So you can save anything from
We can
here.
do
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. So if we set up a new folder, actually called Parish Online, should we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
And then we know that anything we've of the moment off there is on in Parish Online. There we are. Right. So I'm just going to
Call it address list or something. Yeah.
Address
list. And I would change the type of file to an XLS spreadsheet. Go up, top, go up.
Oh, sorry, Excel workbook. Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. Excellent.
Right. Okay.
Well, that was useful, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. Thank you.
Okay, so come out of Excel, just kill that. And we'll go back here, come out of that, click on the X. So that was what's called table view, and you use table view to get any data out of the system. And we got there by right clicking in the appropriate layer on the left-hand side. So I should mention to you that each of the dark brown layers is a collection, and then underneath there's the layers that make up the collection. So some layers like addresses will have some collections like addresses will just have 2 layers like you've got here, the address space points and the postcode areas.
Yeah.
And that can be that's interesting in itself. If you click on the address space plus points to turn it off and click on the postcode areas to turn it on, and now you can see every address postcode area in your area, which is sometimes useful. All right. So just clicking on a layer turns it on or off, and you can turn that off again now. And the last thing I want to mention to you is that there's no way you're going to find your way through hundreds and hundreds of layers. So they give you a search button. If you go up to that little magnifying glass at the top and type in something, click on that and type in something that's interesting to you. Just say, for instance, you want to know if it floods anywhere around you, just type in the word flood, and it shrinks the number of collections down to those that deal only with flooding. So if you click now on the second of those 2, the one, the Environment Agency, click on just say a zone 3. Keep going to that one, yes, just click on it. And now you see that's the area that's prone to flooding around you. But what you've done is you've taken the ordinary ordnance survey map and you've put on top of it the layer to do with flooding.
Yeah.
So you can turn that on and off with any subject that you like, but you find it by searching on that magnifying glass at the top. Okay.
That's good.
So close it down with, close it with the X. So that's true of all of the brown layers.
Could you find, so for example, like you've done with the flood, Ray, could you just do a search for like bridle paths and then that would highlight bridle paths?
Absolutely. However, there's a simpler solution to that. Bridle paths and footpaths are usually known as public rights of way.
Okay.
So, and you're getting exports, I see, from West Sussex, and it's the county council who deals with public rights of way. So if you go down to your West Sussex stuff.
Oh, so you can't, like you did the search for a flood.
Well, it depends what they've called it, because they've all got different names. So if you go for environment, maybe roads and transport, do they mention public rights of way there? Go down to P's. Public rights of way. So click on that just out of interest. All right, there they are.
Okay, so then they okay. Really, it's kind of playing around and finding out what you can search for.
That's part of getting to know something, isn't it? But,
yeah.
So if you now scroll in a little bit, zoom in, either click on the plus sign or rotate your mole, and now you start to see the bridle path number or the footpath number. So this is how West Sussex names every footpath in your area. So if you want to talk to anybody or do anything about this, this is the number that you need. Okay.
Oh, the XLD numbers. Okay.
Or the BRH number, yes.
We would be
so exactly the same thing works there. This is location-based data. So you can click on any pink line or green line, whatever it is, and the left-hand record will change to the data. Click on the public rights of way, and now you've got the detail that they've given you on that particular path. So that particular path is a bridle way. And that reminds me, if you go up to view, the top menu, top line, there's a view, and select legend. Right now it shows you what all the colors mean.
Okay.
Okay, and that works for any layer. There'll always, if there are colors involved, there'll be a legend set out for you. So that works throughout Parish Online. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's close that down. And what we've talked about so far are all the layers of information that are provided to you by third parties. Now, there's one really interesting one that we haven't looked at yet, which I think we should look at now. Can you go down to the West Sussex ones and just turn off the footpaths? Just scroll down a little bit further.
All right, sorry, yeah.
So just turn off the footpath. There you go, perfect. If you click on that, yes, exactly, the up arrows, that shrinks the amount of collections you have to look at. There you go, good. Go down a bit further to that boundaries one and turn off the parish boundaries as well, because I just have a thing about parish. No, go back up to
sorry,
administrative. Oh, too far. Go down a bit, down. Stop. Click on the parish. There we go. And just click on the boundaries parish. And now I'm just trying to reduce the amount of information that's layered on top for clarity. So the one really interesting one that I haven't shown you yet is scroll back up to the top of that column, please, Olivia. All right. See where it says there under one of the green bars, it says aerial photography.
Yeah.
Okay, just click on any one of those, preferably the 12.5 is good. Now what this is doing now is layering the aerial photograph of your parish on top of the data. And it looks slightly confusing when we start because you've got both the map data turned on and the photography. It takes a little while because there's a lot of information coming down from the cloud for photographs, but it will work. Just bear with me. Are you guys operating out of the parish offices? Or
yes, yeah, the new office, yeah.
Right. So you have a good broadband connection by and large?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just
still thinking
its time. So whilst we're waiting for this to show up, can you tell me, do you have ideas for which you might be using Parish Online now that you've seen it and got it?
Yeah, so we have got some of our own layers, whatever you want to call them, with our assets on. So we need to update that. We'd like to update that. And also we've potentially got allotments coming.
Yeah.
So curious whether I could add a layer with that. But also the village has it's almost doubled in size in recent times. So I'd like to try and look at dividing, for example, so say we had a litter picker, I'm using that as an example, to actually look at how we could use this to maybe divide up the village into areas for, say, work management. So adding a layer on of that. So I suppose is what's the, of adding our own layer, really. Okay,
that's good. So going to parish layers, the ones where you can create them yourself, was the next step I was going to do. And it looks like the photography is really being a bit reluctant, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's okay. We can have a play with that later, can't we?
Okay, so why don't you click on it and turn it off?
Yeah, there we are.
All right, so let's go down and look at the parish layers then. So the difference with parish layers is that you can create anything you like and you control what it looks like, what colors it are, all the data that goes into it or out of it. It's entirely under your control. And that's the only part of Parish Online where that's true. There's a sort of a middle way. You can't do anything with the third party layers. They're not yours, but you can read them. And the asset register is somewhere in between the two. So Parish Online controls the infrastructure, the information that you store there goes into columns, and that's determined by the manufacturers. But basically it's based on analysis of the needs of all the councils across the country using this system, and they come up with what you most need. So you can put as much data as you like in there, but it has to fall into their fields. But in the parish layers, you can put whatever you like in here. The world's your oyster. Okay.
So we could map out we've got several small play areas within the village.
Absolutely.
So we could put that on.
Oh, indeed you could. In fact, if you like, we can do that now, but I suspect they're probably already there. So playground equipment is literally what it says. What you need to go down to a bit further is probably playground areas, yes. And turn off the playground equipment one. So leave areas on and turn that one off. Okay. Now, as you scroll in, it should show you if you've got anything already there. Doesn't look like it.
No. So if we potentially, I know we've got potentially dog waste bins. We can show Claire dog waste bins. Here we are.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something that you've put in, and you can control, you know, where you move them to, or new ones, or delete old ones.
So
Whatever. You've got full control over that because it's your layer.
Can we use this as an example? I think this is quite probably a simpler one to do. So if we want to now add a new dog bin to this existing layer.
Yep. What you're going to do then is add a feature, and if you go to your the left-hand side, the column for dog waste bins, right-click on it.
Oh, right-click on it. Right. Sorry.
Yep. Now add feature.
I'm just gonna write this down because this is right. It's dog waste bins. So right-click, add feature.
As a general principle, most of what you want to do involves left or right clicking in a layer.
Yeah, okay.
So now let's just imagine that you're going to put this new dog bin in, give it a reference ID, just make up something. I mean, you've got dog bins 3, 5, 8, 9, so maybe you want 10.
Yeah.
As a guess, DB10. Or just put in the word test so that you know this is a test one or a play one or whatever you want to do. Okay. You don't need to fill in any of this detail underneath just for now, but you'll notice the date install is quite a good one. Just put it in for fun.
The date installed, so we can put today's date or something.
Yeah. So that's a text column. You can just put in today's date. Yep. Perfect. You'll notice that the save button at the bottom is still grayed out. And that's because you haven't told it where this dustbin or this poo bin is going to be yet. So if you move your mouse over the map, you'll notice it changes to a crosshairs.
Yeah, okay.
Now you can put that wherever you like. And just stick it there.
Yeah, so that was literally by moving
now
it.
It's whoa, just stop. Well, you're too hasty here. So now that you've put it there, you'll notice that the save button has now lit up. So click on save. And your entry changes to a circle. Now, if you just do me a favor, click on the feature editor column to the left.
Yeah.
And click on the X. Right now, where is your new one?
Yeah, I thought I was trying to put it there.
Right, it doesn't appear to save properly, does it?
No.
All right, so go back into the dog waste bins feature, right click, add feature.
Right, so reference ID
test. Yes, call it test. And then just go down and put it wherever you like. So select a place on the map.
Okay, so I've got my cursor, so I was going to put it here.
Yep, just click once, all right?
That's it.
Now click on save.
Save down at the bottom,
move down to the bottom left and click on save.
Yeah. Save successfully.
What's happened?
It's not there, is it?
Where is it?
Why hasn't it shown? That's interesting. Why it hasn't shown up. All right, well, let's go about this a different way. Click on the feature editor to shut it down, the X. Now go to the dog waste bin, right click and select table view. And let's see what it shows us, what you've got. You see, you've got 11. No, there's test. You've got test twice. So just click on one of those, any one. Right, now you can see where it says view on map.
Yeah.
Bottom right, just click on that. It should take you to it. It's interesting. It takes you there, but it doesn't show it. How fascinating. I've never seen that. All right, let's do something different then. If you go to the dog waste bin column on the left again, right click and go into style. Right, now let's see what we got here. You've got class space, you've got type, you've got reference ID, and you've got an icon, GM dog blue, and it doesn't show up. Fascinating.
Do you have to displace the label so it actually displays a
No,
label?
we can, you've got a label is based on the reference ID, so it should have shown up as test. What we can do is, just for wildness sake, and to see if we can find this, let's highlight this. So let's change the label size in that second column to 20. Let's make it 50 or something huge, just so we're going to see test. Go down to the bottom where it says halo size. Go down a few fields. See halo size.
Oh, sorry.
Well, halo color. Yes, click on halo color. That's good. And select something nice and bright, like green or blue or something. Yeah, yellow's good. Save on that. Now go into halo size and make it about 20. And all we're doing is we're going to make things so huge we can't miss them, right? And now click on save. Yeah. Now click on save.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Right. So what I'm fascinated by is why it is not an icon. It should be a dog poo bin icon like everybody else. Can you please now click on the test anywhere in the yellow or on the word test? Just click. Not coming up. Oh, that's a right click. You want to do a left click?
No, nothing's coming up.
Not doing it. Isn't that weird? How weird is that? I'm just pausing for thought. Let me just bear
That's fine.
Because I'm puzzled by this. Can we scroll out and just see what the rest of the dog bins look like? They've all gone huge as well, but they've got an icon. If you click on the icon, it'll then take you to that record. Yes, click on any icon. Good. DB3, why didn't DB3 show up as a number? Oh, because it gets in the way of DB5. Okay.
Is there any function that you can add? Is there any function that you can add icon or?
Well, it already had that. We had that in style. Go back, click on the X to the dog waste bins again, left-hand side, top. Go down to dog waste bins layer, right click, and go into style. And if you look, see where it says the third column is called classes.
Yeah.
And then your type is an icon. And the icon is a dog blue. So I'm not quite sure. Oh, I know why it is. All right. We didn't give it an expression. Okay. That all becomes clear now. So please, if you click on cancel down the bottom.
Yeah.
We're going to go back into right click on dog waste bins. Go into table view. Go down to your test button. And see where it says type. You've got nothing in the column called type.
Oh, okay.
Type in freestanding or one of the other choices. Type, yep. There we go. Now view on the map.
Okay, view on map.
There it is. Okay. Fine. Good. So excellent practice. Well done, ladies. If we go to dog waste bin and right click again. Go into style, and let's undo all those absurdities.
Yes, so
bring that down to 12.
Yeah.
Say.
So Graham, whilst we're doing that, so really we've got to make sure that we've got all those functions filled in. This is almost like our drawing point to make sure it's going to then look how it's going to look on the map.
When you see the left-hand column under style option.
So what was halo color? Can you remember? So
I think it was none. It was just null. So you go to top right. Yeah, exactly. That's fine.
Right. And the halo size?
That was mine. That was 2.
Yes.
2. Okay.
That's good. So now you're back to normal. And you can always check by looking in the preview in the right-hand side. Whoa, okay. And you see. Now, let's go back into style, if you would, please. And on the left-hand side, under style options, the first one is style type. So it's a class-based, and it uses the column called type. See the class column underneath?
Yeah.
that means that you really need to have the class column of type as a required field. What we did was we created an entry. We didn't put anything into the type. And because you're requiring a type, we really should make that field required, which is
sorry, Graham. We missed that. Sorry.
Okay.
So sorry, say that again.
See where it says class column, where you've got your cursor.
Yeah.
And it's got class column is the type. If you click on that down arrow there, you'll see all the choices available to you. So,
okay.
And you've chosen type, which is a good choice. But what it means is that for the system to work properly, you really need someone to put an entry into the type field when they create a new record.
Right, okay.
And the way to do that is to make that field type what's known as a required field, so that when they...
Yes, I'm with you.
So we're going to come out of this now. Click on cancel, bottom right. And go up to administration, top right, the cogwheel. Right click on the cogwheel and select administration. And just wait for the My Layers to fill in the middle. It will do, it just takes a little time. There we go. Click on Dogway Spins once. Move over to the right-hand side under there, click on columns. And just make type a required column. It clicks it, yeah, exactly. This is good. Okay, click on save. Down the bottom, probably you need to scroll. You got to save there. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I beg your pardon. It's top right, the middle yellow button. Yellow.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
So save that. Excellent. Well, yes, good. So go back to maps, the little global icon in the middle at the top. Yep. Go back into your parish layers and select Dogway Spins and right click on add feature. Now you see how the type field is now titled in red.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it will not let you save a record until you put an entry in there, which is perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do. All right, great.
That's lovely.
If I were you, I would make reference ID also a required field, because otherwise it's very difficult to find things if no one's put something in there.
Yeah.
So click on the X again for the feature editor. Go back up to the right, top right, click on clog and administration. Go into your layers, just wait for it to fill in. There you go, Dogway Spins. Click over to the right and click on columns and make reference ID are required. You are superstar, this is good. It's fun teaching people who grab it straight away. Well done. All right, so now we can go back to the global maps, the right-hand column. Yep, good. And you wanted to talk about dividing up your parish into areas for management.
So we've got the parish layers that obviously we've built down. So to build a new parish layer, so if I want to start just playing around with something, say dividing and building up. So how do I create a whole new parish layer?
Go up to the main menu layer at the top, go on to create. So the menus across the top.
Ah, okay, right, create. Okay.
Add a new layer.
New layer, right.
All right, so give it a title, just call it Claire's test or Olivia's test or whatever, just to play with, or play, whatever you want to know, anything you like. So just hang on, a word of caution. So the title you put in here is what will appear in the left-hand column. So you want it to be not too large, otherwise it won't fit.
Okay.
Oh, you mean from your
Olivia test area was fine, that works fine.
Are you, Graham, sorry, can I just clarify what you just said there? Do you mean too big because you're going to put it in your selection icons on the left-hand side? Is that
exactly, correct? Yes. Yeah. So that is a perfectly good choice. The system automatically looks and says, I just don't want to duplicate something if we've already created one that works, but you don't want to use any of those, so just go on to next. Now, we need to talk about geometry types, all right? If you click on the down arrow, geometry type, you'll see there are 3 choices. And it tells you what each does. You can only have 1 geometry per layer. So you need to choose what you're going to put into this layer, whether it's going to be...
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So because it's areas, it's going to be polygons.
Areas is good. Yes, go for polygons. And then this layers description here is optional, but you use it to type in as much as you want to explain what this is, so that when you come back in 2 years' time, or your successor comes back, they can find out what on earth this was made there for.
Okay.
So now just in there, you can say playtest area for, you know, whatever you want. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Next. Now, columns are the layers of data that you want to create. So usually you want something like a name. So if you click on the plus, top right, yep, it automatically gives it the word name and says it's going to be a text field. And I would leave that there for the moment. Click on another plus. And it says you now have to have a unique name. So the second row, you need to change from name to something else. And usually you want to collect information that's maybe, say, a date you entered it, or you said this was litter picking, didn't you?
So say, for example, for the purpose of litter picking, we say to the litter pickers, okay, we'd like you to go out to area 4 in the village. So if we broke the village down into 6 areas, so would each of those names be area 1, area 2, area 3, 4, 5, and 6 in succession?
No, what you could do is, yes, but you wouldn't put area name 4, 5, and 6 here. You'd fill them in as you create the features.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Just so the difference here, you're creating a layer, which is the infrastructure, the underlying infrastructure, and then you're going to fill in the features later with the actual data. So here it's saying, what sort of data do you want to collect? So each region needs to have a regional name or number. It may not need anything else at this stage, but sometimes it's useful to put in, let's say, status, or no, you're litter picking, aren't you? So when people, do you want to say it's dirty, it's clean, it's
a hotspot or something?
Yeah, exactly. So I would call that, say, status. So change the bottom name, the one that's marked in blue, change that to read status. Move along to the add plus on the right. Yeah, click on that and add a value. So one of them you can say is hotspot. Just type in hotspot. And this is just, we're just playing for now. So now add another one. No, oops, not, yep, add another one and put it, say, persnickety clean or something, gorgeous, delightful, whatever you want. Needs work. Yeah, that's fine. And you can maybe add one more.
I'll tell you what we could do, because there's certain areas what I've noticed, like this, it sounds strange, but certain areas have particular types of litter, like this, for example, along a certain pathway, it's normally just like wrappers, and then you've got another area where, say, for example, we might have some youths or other people congregating, and there's bottles and things like that.
Yeah, so you could put that in. Well, no, bear in mind that you're putting here allowed values. So type of litter is the sort of field that you would have under status. So I would put there, bottles, put in bottles or plastic bottle. How about plastic bottles? And add one more and make it wrappers.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and then that'll be enough for today, just for us to play around. So that's fine. Click on finish. Right, now you've created it. If you go down to the bottom of the parish layers, you'll see it's added it to the bottom. There's your new one there. So what you want to do now is add a feature, because you've created the infrastructure. Now you want to put some data in. So this is where you're going to do your areas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right click.
It's not obviously going to be set in stone. It's just.
No, that's right. Just right click there. Go back to your left-hand side. Right click. Add a feature. Now just before you do anything else, just let's select an area. You can imaginary area which you're going to outline in on the map. So go to any part of BroadbridgeHeath, and we're going to, and that's right, click once, just once, and now move the mouse, and you'll find there you go. If you each time you get to a change of direction, you click once more. So click again to change the, there you go. Yep. You can move that to wherever you like. Yeah, that's good. Excellent. And now go back up to the first one. Yes, double click. Well, yeah, exactly. Double click. Now, hold on a second. Let me just say now, it really, really helps to make this first bit quick and dirty, just very approximate, because it's far easier to get it exact when you go back and edit it in a couple of seconds time. All right.
Okay.
So we need to put a name in. So put a name, area 1 or 2 or whatever. Good. And by the way, we need to make that a required field. Oh, what happened?
Oh, sorry. What did I do there?
We may have lost that one now. Go back to your new layer down the bottom. Yep. And nothing shows up. So add a feature. Go ahead and create a name, area 1, and create the area. Yep. Just one click, one click, and then there you go. Yep. Perfect. Quick and dirty, just there you go. Put a name in, area 1. Put a status in. So you've seen it's a hotspot. Good. Click on save. Right. Close down the feature Ezra in the left-hand column. Just click on the X.
Can I just ask, Graham, just popped into my head, I've understood this right. So that area that we've just identified, then we've had to check whether that's a hotspot or whatever. So are we saying that we've identified that as a hotspot for litter?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I think what we were trying to do as well.
Under style, Claire, we can now say hotspots should be in red, but clean should be in green, and wrappers should be in brown, and plastic bottles should be in blue.
That's really good to do, but I think what we were also trying to do, that's kind of the step ahead. I think what we were trying to do before that, if I've understood what Olivia was thinking as well, is that we were breaking the whole village just down to areas.
Yep.
So record. I mean, this is going to be great for identifying where there are hotspots for litter. But for example, we say like that we have volunteers that do the litter picking. So we say, right, okay, could you go over to area 3 today? So we just make.
So that's just a separate exercise, isn't it? I mean, we're just playing at the moment, and we decided to call this litter picking, but you could just call it area and just call this area 1.
Yeah.
And now,
so for example, do you have to have status put in initially, or can you leave status blank?
When you say spaces, what do you mean there?
So no, so where we're doing our layers, when we're putting in areas, do we have to have a status with it?
Oh no. That was entirely.
So we can do.
We put that in just to show you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, this is an excellent point. Let's go up to the top right cogwheel and click on administration. Good. Wait for the layers to fill in and then select your test layer. So Olivia's test areas.
Yeah.
Right. Just click on that once. Now go up to columns. And I'm just, hang on a second, I just need to check whether we can not delete that there. I've taken you to the wrong place. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Go to general.
Go to general.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. In the middle column, there's a pencil at the top of the column for editing. So edit that. There we go. And now you can highlight your status field. Just highlight it once. Click on it once. There we go. And that, well, cancel that. So on the right-hand side, the right-hand column, there's a dustbin, second icon down. That deletes your, there you go. So now you just got a name. And what I'd like you to do, if you would please, is click on save. Save, yep. Good. Now click on columns and just make name required. Brilliant. Go up top to save. Excellent. Yep. So now we've changed that. It's now just a way of dividing the village up into regions.
Okay, sorry, Graham, we might have to move. Can we just
Pause.
Just pause for literally 2 minutes while we move places?
Sure, absolutely.
Sorry.
Just so you know, we've got cleaners in, so we're literally going to switch around. Sorry.
No, it's no problem at all.
Right, forget that one.
I can sort of check them out. I'll tell you what, if you just take one for now and then.
Yeah.
Sharing
Yeah, my volume's on.
Thanks.
Hi, how are you? All right? You all right? Good.
I should have enough battery. Yeah. Is it? Is he there?
Where is it? Right, we're here. Can you right?
Yep, all is well. Good.
Oh, you haven't got us on video because we've got rid of Claire's laptop, so it's just us. So we're still here. You just can't see us.
That's fine, no problem. So if you now go back to the maps with the middle globe icon top right. And when you go back to maps, it resets everything. So you need to go down and select your parish layer again, your Olivia's test area. Yep, good. Good. Okay, so now that layer there, the red triangle,
yeah,
is your area 1, and it's very approximate. If you want to tidy it up and make it much more precise, the way to do that is to click in it once to bring up the record on the left. No, that was a right click. You need to do a left click. There you go. Go into Olivia's test area. And now if you click on the pencil, you'll find it's now changed to a blue triangle, and you can move it wherever you like. And the simplest way, yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
I would suggest that you zoom in a little bit, get yourself onto a larger scale, and now you can tie it into the boundary, say, if that's where you're going. So just, and to move it, yes, exactly. You've got the hang of this. This is really good. In the middle, I would take, yes, take it up to the top left. Yes,
yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
And then, yeah, you got this. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
yeah.
easy to do, isn't it?
I like this. So if you're happy with that, then that's area 1.
Yeah.
You can always come back and change it later, ladies. So in Parish Online, you can edit anything at any time. It doesn't matter.
I mean, to be honest, that was an easier way of editing, to actually just get the basic in there, add all your error, then
that's what I say. So do
edit from the right.
Quick and dirty.
Okay. For the sake of the map, like we did the dog sign, could we edit in that area? Like, we actually say area 1? Can we label it as such?
Absolutely. So we can do that. So save it first. Bottom left. Save it.
Sorry, I keep moving my Zoom because my Zoom box is covering it. There we are.
Oh, right.
There we are.
All right. So now close that one down on the X. So come out of what you want to do is go back to there. Okay. Now go into parish layers. Yours again. Right click and go into style.
Yeah.
and turn on labels, which is the label column. And what's going to be the label is exactly the name. And then you see on the right-hand side, the preview, you see what you're going to get.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that area is going to be red, and it's going to be with that size name. Now you can change those if you will. So you change the label size and color there. Yep, so exactly. Halo is not doing anything at the moment.
No.
But you can if you want it to. Again, you're just playing around to learn now.
Yeah. Right, okay.
So
where do we actually put the name?
To see what you, what was that, sorry?
Sorry, where do you actually put the name?
Oh, that will be, it'll automatically fill that in for you.
Oh, okay.
So if you're happy for it to be in red and for the writing to be in black, then click on save. And then go back to them, and there it is. It's got area 1 in it.
Yeah,
all right?
okay.
So do you want to do the other areas whilst we're at it?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Or even if we did one more, just
we
to
do
see
one more,
just
yeah.
to read
yeah,
that.
so right click.
So Olivia test areas. Right, let's move this away. I've got to remember what I write. Right, am I right? Created later. Right. Sorry, what was that?
That's all right.
So Olivia test
What you're doing is you're adding a feature. Aren't
yeah,
you?
add feature.
There you go.
So name, so we're doing area 2.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you know what I'm doing? I press return as in to save, which is what
Right,
just a
well,
habit.
no problem. That's right.
Isn't it?
I'm very impressed at how speedy you're getting.
Right, so add feature.
Yeah.
Area 2.
And now you need to draw in the area wherever it's going to be. So you start with the left click and then just drag the mouse, left click first. There you go. And yes, just make it quick and dirty. We can fill in those gaps later. Perfect. Yep, so save. Good. Now, right click on area, sorry, just click in area 2. You need to shut down the feature in the left-hand column. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just shut it down. Good. Now click on area 2. Good. Go into it. Click on the pencil. Zoom in a bit, and you can fill in those gaps.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then to colour it again. So
yes, by all means.
So then we would edit that again, would we?
No. Click on the X. What you're going to change now is its style. So click on the X again, come out of there, click on the X. Go down into your layer and right click.
Oh, that's it.
Go into style. Now, what you're going to do is change the style option on the left-hand side from single to class-based. And then you're going to class it on the name. That's the only thing. So now you can change that to a different color, any color you like. Yep, perfect. Good. Save that. Bottom right, save. Good. And there it is.
perfect. Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's great.
So good. So you can do that for all the other areas in your own time.
Yeah.
The question is now, is there anything else that you'd like me to cover? Or you've had rather a lot of information to absorb.
I think, yeah, thank you very much. I think.
Well, hang on a minute. There is something that I really do need to show you. If you
Can I just recap again? Sorry. So when you've done your area, so to edit that is style, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is
no. So when you say to edit, what is it you want to edit?
No, sorry, that's what I meant. I meant to color change it. So that was style.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is style. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I do need to show you now, as the finishing touch, if you will, is to go up to the cogwheel on the top right.
Sorry, we missed that. Sorry, say that again.
Cogwheel top right.
Yeah.
Select help and support. And now that takes you to the knowledge base. And if you click on the tab at the top called knowledge base, now it says search articles. So for anything you want to do, just type in the word there.
Okay.
So if you say, for instance, you want to revise style, just type in style. And it says styling a map layer.
Okay, brilliant.
So just select that. And it's actually a pretty good knowledge base. And it has a lot of videos which show you how to do each step.
So sorry, so that was the cog, and then that was
help and support.
Help and support.
And knowledge base.
Knowledge base. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. Yeah.
Now,
so if we get particularly, say we're doing something and then we try knowledge base and we're still a bit stuck, what is the quickest or easiest way to just
that's
ask?
a really great question. I'm glad you asked that. So go into community at the top there.
Yeah.
And it will ask you, first of all, it's going to ask you to log in, which you'll have to create a new login name. So if you go to add topic.
Add topic, sorry.
Right, yeah. So it says, if you're a member signed in, you are not a member of the knowledge base yet. So just sign up as a new user. So just give yourself a name and an email address. Yep. Perfect. Just type that in HVA 3S6 in the right hand side. See where it says enter.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Right. 3S6. Yep. Sign up. Perfect. Go to your email. And just accept the invitation. That's it. Perfect. All right. Now, if you go into, yes, put in that same email address and password, just type in your password.
So I create a new password, yeah?
Absolutely. Well, anything you like, yes. It looks like you want a minimum of 8 characters long. I don't think you've got 8 there. Perfect.
Oh.
Looks like you've got 1 letter too many there, doesn't it?
Oh gosh, right.
Look at the eye, little one.
That's better, yeah. Good. So you might want to save that.
Yeah.
And so now go up into the community. And if you have a question, just click on add topic and you just write it in, whatever question you want.
Okay.
Okay. If I want to do the same thing then, Graham, so I can set up, can I use the same password as I've used to actually log on to this? Or?
Absolutely, but
okay.
But you will be asked to create it as an account the first time you go into the knowledge base, even though you're using exactly the same password.
Yes. Okay. Lovely.
So let me just explain this to you. When you add a topic, it goes up like all the other ones that you saw there. And if there's anybody online, they'll probably try and answer you straight away. If they aren't, they'll come back to you as soon as they see it. So people like me, for instance, I get informed every time there's a new topic. So you may well find that it's I who answers you, but it's also looked after by the Parish Online Help Desk team. They're keeping an eye on it. So you'll get a reasonably quick answer.
Okay.
Now, the last thing, I'm going to send you an email after this meeting with just a few useful facts. And one of them will be a talk about Friday afternoons. Now, I don't know, is Friday afternoon a time when you're working or are you not working on Friday?
No, we don't, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just
well, I'll mention it in passing because it could be useful to you anyway. There's
Graham, sorry, can I just ask you something before you go on to that? Sorry to cut across you. On the health and the community, like with our IT support, they can log on remotely and look at our screen. Is there a function to have that same thing at all, please?
Yes, you don't need to. If you see that address at the top of your URL, where it says community topics new at the top. At the top of your browser, the URL to your left, just go, we'll go into, yes, click on community, that's fine. Click on community. Okay. Now you see the URL at the top of your browser where it says HTTPS.
Yeah.
Just make that a favorite of yours. So click on the favorites to the right, the star.
Yeah.
Yep. And just save that. Yep. Good. Now you can just jump to that every time you're in your browser. You don't need to be in Parish Online. So you don't need to be in Parish Online if you have a question. You can just ask the question anyway. In terms of people answering you, they can't come directly into your machine from inside the knowledge base, but they certainly can with you through Zoom and have you do it.
Okay, so they can't see our screen then, that's what I was
Or
trying
if you want to have them actually do it on your computer, you need to be using something called TeamViewer.
Right, okay, so basically they can't log on and see our screen or anything like that.
Oh, no, not unless you let them. No,
okay, fine, yeah,
not.
which should have to be through Teams or Zoom.
Yes, or there is a feature, there are all sorts of ways of doing it where they can actually come into the computer if you want them to, but they can't do it unless you let them.
Okay, sure. Okay, I guess from a security point of view, that does make sense. Yeah, they would be able to just look.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Right, so I think we're done.
Thanks, Graham.
Because there's a lot for you to absorb in that lot. I will send you an email following up on this. And I will come up with some suggestions for you, other places to go for help and for reading and stuff, and see where it goes from there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time, Graham.
My pleasure to meet you both, and have a very good weekend when it starts.
And you, thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. Bye.